Hello, everybody, and welcome to B.I.O TV. My name is Silvera, also known as Kay, and I am the executive director and founder for the one and only B.I.O, beautiful inside and out. If you are here for the first time, I do want to take this opportunity to welcome you. You are at the right channel at the right time. And for those who've been with us before in our previous episode, welcome back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here watching this episode. Before we get started, I do want to encourage you to watch our last episode if you have not done so. So please pause this video and just go back to our recent episodes so you understand what we're talking about, so that when we do these activities, you kind of know why we're doing it. All right. For today's episode, I'm so excited. I do have a wonderful guest with me. Introduce yourself, man.
My name is Darren and I'm 15 and I'm from Jamaica.
Yes, Darren, welcome aboard. Welcome. So happy to have you on this episode. What's your favorite thing to do? Let's do an icebreaker. What's your favorite color?
Favorite color?
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where in Jamaica you're from?
Oh.
You had to think about that?
Yeah, a long time ago. Now wild.
Okay. Well, I'm so happy to have you in this episode. Thank you so much. On B.I.O TV, as some of you may already know, we talk about mental health. We are open, honest, and transparent because we want to improve our mental health, because we know that we matter, our mental health matters, and we are B.I.O. And as we discussed in our last few episodes, we recognize what mental health is all about. Mental health is about our mind. It's all about how we think, how we behave, how we function, and that is why mental health is so important, because if we don't take care of our mental health, we will be on the wrong path. And we don't want to do that, right? We want to help ourselves so that we could be greater than great, yeah? And so that brings me to the word of the day. Can you take a guess what the word of the day is? It starts with a T. Take a guess.
TV.
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 B.I.O TV. No. Good one. No. The word of the day is trigger. Trigger. Do you have an idea what that means? Not the gun trigger. Okay, no. Trigger. Are thoughts, words, gestures, or actions that cause someone to explode with feelings. When our mind and bodies are exploding with feelings, it is hard to think clearly and hard to make wise choices. Triggers. So triggers have everything to do with emotions. It deals with words, gestures, and honestly, triggers can be anything that reminds us of our past trauma. So anything that kind of like messed us up or has impacted our mental health negatively can be considered a trigger. Now, examples of traumatic events that can create such triggers are dangerous events such as neglect, abuse, physical harm, school violence, losing a friend, or I'm pretty sure you know this, like when people break up, right? That can be a traumatic event depending on how it is. And so when you're triggered, it basically means like you heard a sound or you smelled something that reminds you of that past, and it could like mess you up. It could mess up your mind. And so that's what a trigger is. And so today we're going to talk about when we are triggered, what are some things that we can do? Cool? So I think for me, I know growing up, I went through a lot of traumatic events that has like messed up my mind. And I think I want to share one today. Is that okay? I want to share one. So with me, I had a hard time making mistakes. I always wanted to be, I guess, quote unquote, perfect, because I didn't want people to see me lacking. Yeah, I didn't want people to like think that I'm not good enough. I didn't want people to think that I wasn't smart enough. And I'm gonna be honest, can I keep it a buck? We're on B.I.O TV, open, honest, and transparent. I already knew like being a girl, right, was hard because people thought like girls are not strong enough. I mean, at least when I was younger. I'm not that old. But anyway, so for me, I always like tried to do my best. I either like studied more, or I tried to be the nicest of the nicest, or I tried to, I don't know, get that good grade because I didn't want my mom or anyone to tell me that I wasn't good enough. And as time went on, I noticed that being perfect all the time kind of messed me up.
Oh.
Because when all right, I'm gonna tell you a story. One time, when I was little, I used to get like straight A's, right? But one time, I got a B. I know that sounds crazy.
Good.
Okay. I got a B. This is a real story. I got a B, and guess what I did? I cried. I literally cried.
Why?
I cried because, you know this. Look, you're from Jamaica. My mom is Jamaican. All of my family is Jamaican. And they have a high expectation of grades. Yes or no?
Right.
Tell me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so when I got it, all my life, mom always said, your friend is your book. Your friend is your book. Yeah? And so she always told me, don't ever come into this house with a lower than an A. And so she like put fear in me, not trying to say anything bad about my mom. I love my mom. But she always put a fear inside of me because I never wanted to disappoint her. Yeah? And so when I got that B triggered me. It messed up my mind because I was afraid that she was going to think of me less than. I was afraid that if I gave her that grade and it said B, that she will no longer see me as her daughter that was smart, her daughter that has it all together. And so I literally went to that teacher and I said, teacher, can I get an extra credit? Can I do something? Can I do this? Can I do that? And you know what she said to me? No. Which got me so upset. And I literally, I probably shouldn't have done this, but I was at school and it was time to get pickup. And I didn't run away, but I ran away. I really did. I went to one of my neighbor's house instead. So I don't know if your mom is like my mom, but my mom never wanted anyone to pick me up from school. It had to be her. But this time, because I was afraid of my mom, afraid of what she was going to say rather about the grade, I decided to go to my neighbor's house. Like I literally went there, and my mom was looking all over me, and I was terrified to go see her. And I know that made the situation even worse. And so my mom was looking for me the whole day, and I noticed that it was like dismissal was I think 2:30, 3 o'clock. And it was like already like 6, 7. And my neighbor at the time, she was really cool with my family. So I didn't think she'd think anything by it. But as it got darker outside, she was like, so when you go home? And I was like, I don't want to go home. Long story short, mom did find me, of course. But it made the situation worse because not only was I triggered about the grade, but now I realized that I made the situation worse because I technically ran away from home. And so I did get a little discipline from that, you know? Yeah, I did. But overall, when I showed my mom the grade, she was kind of disappointed in me because I thought she was gonna like kick me out of the house because of the B. But in reality, she didn't. She just wanted me to do better. She wanted me to be the best. Huh? How old was I? I think I was in middle school. No. Elementary school. No. I'm lying. I was in elementary school. I thought I was in elementary school. In elementary school. I promise you. I wonder if I'm the only one. If you can relate to this story, please comment below and say, I know what you're talking about. Say it. Come on. If you know what I'm talking about, if you can relate, comment below and say, I know what you're talking about. That was me. But yeah, has that ever happened to you?
Something like that.
Yeah? Can you tell me a time where you think you were triggered or like something reminded you of the past or like something just kind of like messed you up?
Well, that's kind of the same thing. I remember when we did that Jamaica. right? And then I think it was in primary school, and literally no work, like literally no work,
None.
fully ducks, right? No work. I used to play a lot, no work, right? And when I come on to exam time, we just studied. When I come on to exam time, I think I got like a 36, right?
You got a 36 out of what?
Like the whole test paper, the 36.
It was 36 out of 100?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it was report day. Mom was supposed to pick up the report. I said, okay, go, I'm coming. Right? So I'm not coming. I'm know when I get home, I'm come back home. She said, why not? I said, I don't feel good. So I just lied to my mom and said, oh, I don't feel good. And so she go to the school to pick up the report. You see the paper. Get mad. So she called my father. By the time I was at home with my dad, she called my father and said, oh, then I got like less than what I'm usually supposed to get, right? And my father was mad, like, what? What do you do? And the teacher come to and said, all they do is talk in class and just play. And the teacher just making it worse on me. So when I hear my father over the phone talking to my mother, I was like, so I didn't leave the bed until the family until.
So you understand what I'm talking about? You ran away.
Yeah, something like that, bro. In and out, under the hide.
Okay, so we could relate then. Yeah. So the grade kind of triggered us into like running away because we were afraid that they were gonna look at us differently.
Not differently. Well, it's not me. It's not them looking at me differently. I was just trying to apply the meeting.
Okay.
At the time, I wasn't settled.
Or the discipline. Yeah.
Yeah, discipline.
Okay. It wasn't that serious, no. But we made it. High five. We made it. And so we're talking about triggers and we're talking about traumatic events. And I know some of us that are watching is probably like, that's not traumatic, but everyone's definition of traumatic events are a bit different, right? I know like for me, because I was a young age and I held my mom to a high pedestal, anything she said like meant gold to me. And so just thinking that she will be disappointed in me, that like rocked my world, like that messed me up. So that was traumatic for me. And I'm sure like you had a high respect for your mom and your dad, and so you wanted them to be proud of you at always, right? Yeah. So right now we're gonna go over a few strategies that we can do when we are triggered or when we feel like our mental health is being impacted negatively. Cool? Yeah. Are you willing to do it with me?
Yeah.
Cool. So the first one is kind of similar to what we did last week, deep breathing. Now, just to remind you, deep breathing is a practice that is used to help calm us down, And I feel like that's something that we all should do. To be honest, we all engage in deep breathing without even realizing it. We just need to learn how to do it appropriately. Like, for example, have you ever gotten so stressed out? It's just like, that's deep breathing. You just gotta figure out how to do it the right way to control your breathing so that you can be a little bit more relaxed. And so right now we're gonna practice that real quick, if that's cool with you. So let's sit up straight. Okay, and so if you are watching this and you are standing, that's fine, but for this activity, we're just gonna sit down, okay? So sit up straight, and if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. But I want you to sit up straight, and I want you to inhale for 5 seconds, hold it, and then exhale it out. So inhale as deep as you can, hold it for 5 seconds, and then exhale it. Let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Now this other one I want us to do is, you feel tired already? Okay, it's working. All right, I want you to inhale, but while you are inhaling, I want you to count to 5. But inhale as deep as you can and count up to 5. and then release it slowly. And when you're exhaling, kind of make like this little O shape in your lip, like as you are releasing it out, okay? So when you're inhaling, count up to 5, but breathe as much air, and then exhale it. Cool? Mm-hmm. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, go. How you feel? How does that feel? Yeah? Okay. Do you think you got one more?
Yeah.
Can we do one more? Okay. This time it's just regular. I just need you to inhale a little bit slower, and then this time I want you to exhale as fast as you can. Like, yeah. So inhale extremely slow, but as much air, and then exhale. One shot. All right? That's right. 1, 2, 3, go. Good. How do you feel?
Feel.
Good. Yeah. All right. So that's one exercise that we're gonna do today. So the second one that I want to do with us is writing things down. Now, if you saw our last episode, I did explain the importance of journaling, and so we're kind of going to practice that today by practicing gratitude. So we have a paper in front of us, and if you are able to participate in this activity with us right now, please do so. It will be great. So your blank piece of paper, I want you to write things that I'm grateful for, or just put gratitude. On the top of your paper, just write gratitude.
Yeah, that's what I love it.
Gratitude, Gratitude. What? No, Gratitude. All right, so I want you to write a list of things that you are grateful or thankful for. It could be like 2 or 3 things that you're grateful for. Let's do that right now, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'm grateful for?
Yeah.
3 or 2?
3 or 2. 2 or 3. 2 are things that you're grateful for, thankful for. It could be like family and life. It could be like God. It could be anything. Okay, let's do that. All right, so here's our list. You can't really see it, but I wrote my list down. All right, let me know. Share a couple. What do you have?
You have God, you have friends, you have life, and you have money.
Money? Okay. Out of the 4, is that 4? Yeah. Out of the 4, which one is like the top? Like, let's say top 2 or top 1 that you want to tell us a little bit more about?
Top 2, I say God.
Yeah? Okay. Why are you grateful for God and friends?
I'm grateful for God and friends because, first of all, God and my father and living here for a reason. At one point in my life, things said, that's what I do. I'm there out for the purpose. So, yeah, so my first time, it's like, and then the friends, them people that like fun, something like my brother, stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, more than classified as like 5 people.
Oh. I hope I'm one of those friends. No, but okay, that's good. You know what's funny? I said the same thing, kind of, sort of. So my top 2 that I wrote was God and family. My third one was support circle, which is basically friends. So we're kind of thinking alike. So I said that I'm grateful for God as well, because just like you, there was a part of my life where I really didn't want to like live another day. And hopefully the next episode I could probably tell you more about that story. But there were a point in my life where like I felt like the world would have been better without me. And I feel like, me believing in God really helped me to get back into my senses and helped me to understand that I do have a purpose. And so do you. I'm really glad that you're here. Family, I'm grateful for family because, family was there. It's like a ride or die. Like, friends could leave you, everyone else could leave you, but family is always there, at least for Yeah, what they say, blood is thicker than water. In some cases, people don't believe that, but in this case, I believe that blood is thicker than water. That's cool. Okay. All right. I'm curious to know what's in, what did you put on your list? So if you feel comfortable in sharing with us what you wrote on your list, your top 2, please comment below and let us know what are you grateful for. Cool? All right. The last thing that I want to share with you that we should do if we find ourselves triggered is, last but definitely not least, talk to a mental health professional. Now, why do you think that's important? Why do you think we should talk to a mental health professional?
The professional.
Pretty much, yeah. So mental health professionals are trained to help provide strategies and to help us overcome any of our triggers. And so if you find yourself in a state of mind where you're triggered nonstop and you just can't get out of it, and even after you practice gratitude, even after you did deep breathing, even after you spoke to like friends and family, it's just still there, we want to encourage you to please find someone that is a professional that can provide strategies and tools to help you get out of it, because like I mentioned before, mental health is important. Your mind is important, and if you do not apply appropriate coping skills or get the support that you need, it can affect you and you won't really be the best that you can be. But I'm pretty sure we both know that you can be the best that you can be. So you got to do what you got to do. Yeah? All right, cool. So why is this important? I'm really glad that we kind of talked about strategies today on what to do when we're triggered, because I'm sure that we're not the only ones that have had a past, right? I'm pretty sure that we've all experienced some traumatic event, and I believe that there's at least 5 people that are watching this that can remember a time that kind of like messed them up mentally, yeah? And so I want to encourage you guys, or we rather want to encourage you guys to practice gratitude, talk to a mental health professional, do deep breathing. As we were doing deep breathing, Darren, you was just relaxed, right? Yeah, so I can only imagine like how you would have felt if you were stressed out. Like, do you think if you were stressed out, or if like you was really angry and you did that deep breathing, it would have calmed you down? Honestly, you can say no.
Yeah, probably that's some of us.
If I made you go to sleep? Yeah, I think so. So I'm curious to know which of these 3 activities or strategies rather that we talked about today you would do for this week, so that when you are triggered, when you're stressed out, or when your mental health is impacted negatively, will calm you down. I wonder which one would you do. Comment below. We're curious. But anyway, this is the ending of our episode. Darren, I want to say thank you again for being with us. Thank you again. And again, if you have not done so already, please like, share, comment, subscribe to B.I.O TV. Remember, you matter. Your mental health matters. And you are B.I.O. Beautiful inside and out. Take care, y'all. See you in the next episode. Bye.